Hi, I was just going through a few of my students' letter writing and I realized that there are certain words that many students end up using which are actually not accepted in OET writing. Why? The reason is simple. These words that many students use are either informal or casual expressions that are mostly accepted in spoken English and not in the written form. In this video, I am going to tell you what the 5 words are that you can avoid when it comes to OET letter writing. Word number 1, like. Let's have a look at the example. She refuses to have solids and prefers fluids like apple and orange juices. Here, the word like might seem natural because we are listing out certain things. In this case, apple juice and orange juice. But like is an informal word. How do we replace this word? Yes, there are 2 words that you can replace it with, and based on the context, you can either use such as or including. Let's have a look at examples. She refuses to have solids and prefers fluids such as apple and orange juices. Take a look at the second example. There are various measures that can be taken to reduce infection, like taking a shower in the morning, changing clothes regularly, using fresh bedding, and maintaining self-hygiene. Here, the word like has to be replaced with including. There are various measures that can be taken to reduce infection, including taking a shower in the morning, changing clothes regularly, using fresh bedding, and maintaining self-hygiene. See how easy it is to replace the word like with words such as and including. Depending on the context, make sure you use it appropriately. Word number 2, thanks. Do not use thanks in your letter writing. Why? Again, the reason is it's informal usage. So what do we replace thanks with? Well, we need to use it in full as thank you, and that is the accepted formal usage. Here is an example. Thanks for seeing Mr. Green, or thanks for arranging a home visit for Mrs. Sharma. In these 2 examples, thanks can be replaced with thank you. Thank you for seeing Mr. Green, or thank you for arranging a home visit for Mrs. Sharma. So make sure when you wind up your letter, you don't use thanks but instead replace it with thank you. Word number 3, thinking or think. Where do we use these words? Have a look at this example. In view of these signs and symptoms, I think she is suffering from hallucinations. Or look at the second example here. Mr. Shepherd's family is thinking about reduction in his medications. You can replace the word think or thinking, which are both informal casual usages, with believe or considering, depending on the context. Now let's see how we can replace these words. Look at the right usages. In view of these signs and symptoms, I believe she is suffering from hallucinations. Mr. Shepherd's family is considering a reduction in his medications. Word number 4, really. Let's have a look at an example where you may end up using the word really. I would really appreciate your attention regarding further management of Mrs. McClare. The word really is a casual expression and need to be replaced with 2 other words. Let's look at what the replacement words are. I would greatly appreciate your attention regarding further management of Mrs. McClare. Or, I would very much appreciate your attention regarding further management of Mrs. McClare. Word number 5, nothing. I know very often when you look at the case notes of a patient and if everything is normal or nothing to worry about, you might tend to use this word nothing in your letter writing. Here is an example. There was nothing significant in his social history. Everything seemed to be normal. Nothing is an informal usage. We need to replace this word with another set of words. Here is a look at how you can replace nothing. There were no significant findings in his social history. Everything seemed to be normal. So I hope you're aware of what the 5 words are that you need to avoid when writing your letter and how you can replace these 5 casual or informal usages with more formal accepted forms. Thank you.
Medcity International Academy. Trusted hands forever.